Did the Tower of Babel really touch the sky? A story of humanity, pride, and a lesson that refuses to die. Close your eyes for a moment. Travel back thousands of years to a world without electricity, without skyscrapers, without satellites. And yet, even then, the human heart was already reaching upward. This is the story of the Tower of Babel, the first united humanity. In the earliest days of civilization, humanity lived differently. According to ancient tradition, people spoke one language, shared one culture, and moved with one purpose. They gathered in the land of Shinar, and there they built a city, Babylon. But this was not just a city of homes. It was a city of ambition, the dream of the tower. The people said to one another, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves." This tower was not only about height. It was about immortality, about proving that humanity no longer feared the heavens. Brick by brick, the tower rose, each layer carrying human confidence higher into the sky. The moment pride took over. At some point, the purpose changed. They were no longer building to survive. They were building to challenge, not asking God for guidance, but daring the heavens to respond. This is where ambition turned into pride. Divine response, biblical account. According to the book of Genesis, God observed humanity and said, "They are one people with one language. Nothing they plan will be impossible for them." And so, the languages were confused. Words lost meaning. Commands became noise. Unity collapsed into misunderstanding. Construction stopped. The tower stood unfinished, a monument to broken communication. Why the name Babylon? The name Babylon comes from a word meaning confusion. Not just confusion of speech, but confusion of purpose, identity, and direction. People scattered across the earth, forming nations, cultures, and languages. The tower fell, but the lesson remained. The Qur'anic parallel. The Quran does not mention the Tower of Babel by name, but it tells a strikingly similar story through Pharaoh. Pharaoh orders the construction of a towering structure, claiming he wants to look upon the God of Moses. His motive is the same, arrogance wrapped in architecture. And like Babel, his story ends not in elevation, but in destruction. Archaeology and reality. Was there a real tower? Archaeologists believe the story was inspired by ziggurats, massive step temples built in ancient Mesopotamia. The most famous was Etemenanki, meaning house of the foundation of heaven and earth. It likely stood around 90 meters high, an unimaginable height for the ancient world. To them, it truly felt like touching the sky. Did it actually reach heaven? Physically? No. The sky is not a ceiling. Heaven is not a location you can climb into. But symbolically? Yes. The tower reached the limits of human arrogance.